I used to never feel good enough. I used to never feel worthy of love, worthy of my own self-love, worthy of anything good. And overall, this crushes you, this crushes your confidence. And I want to ask you this question. Do you ever not feel good enough? Do you ever feel like you can't break out that image of yourself? And do you ever feel like you always revert to the same way of never feeling good enough, never feeling like you're amazing, never feeling like you're good in any way? And I've been there. And there's always times where you can creep in to that mindset, that victim mentality, that mentality where you hate yourself, that mentality where you're not good enough, where you literally hate every single thing about you. And more importantly, this video is about how to break out of that mentality. And I'm going to list 3 things that may help you in this video of breaking out that mentality. And we're going to start with number 1, belief. Belief is the biggest thing of breaking out of that mentality if you're not good enough. Believing that you can achieve something truly transcends your life, and it truly gives yourself an element of purpose in that day. Believing that you can work towards a goal, believing in a goal that is outside of yourself, outside of your comfort zone, outside of who you see yourself as, has the true effect on your confidence, has a true effect on you, has a true effect on making you feel positive in yourself. That's an important thing. The belief that you literally hold of yourself translates in your life in every way, in every single way. And I want you lot, and this is what I had to do, is believe in an outside version of yourself. Believe in a version of yourself that you're doing these things that may intimidate you a little bit. You're going up to that girl, you're talking to them. You're going to the gym, you're working out. You're in better shape, you're doing that. You're in a better version of yourself. When you have that belief that you can achieve that, that gives you a head start in that, and it gives you an element of a vision that you need in order to achieve that version, because you need to know where you want to go in order to work towards something you want to achieve. You need to see that beforehand in order for you to want to achieve it, because if you blindly go along it, you're not going to understand why you're truly doing that thing, why you're truly trying towards the school, why you're truly trying to better you. And that's not good for your overall mental health, because you're more likely to go off track and you're more likely to go off the vision of yourself. The second thing I would say you need is consistency. Consistency is something that a lot of us struggle with. I've struggled my whole life with consistency. We all struggle with consistency. We all struggle with being consistent on our goals, being consistent on something we want to achieve. But overall, consistency is literally the foundation and the greatest thing you can have in anything. And we need to find where we can be consistent in getting towards these goals, into getting towards these things. We need to find where we can actually be consistent in these things, because there's always going to be different areas that you want to be consistent in. And without consistency, without the consistency of you breaking out of that vision, of you feeling like you can be good enough in yourself, you're not going to work towards that. And it literally comes from that. It literally comes from you building that version of yourself out of that. You building out of that vision of yourself where you hate yourself. You literally building out of it is where it comes from. The only way you're ever going to feel good enough is if you build yourself out of how you feel now. You build yourself out of who you view yourself as now. That's the only true way you're going to feel good enough. An external thing, an external situation, a girl coming into your life, a person coming into your life, a friend coming into your life, trying to help you is beautiful, but it's not going to truly change who you are here. It's not going to truly change who you are here. You've got to build that up in yourself to truly believe that, to change who you are here, who you are deep down within. It's got to build in you, and you've got to build it in you. It's not going to come from nothing. It's not going to come from literally you not doing anything. And that's where consistency is very prevalent. That is where consistency is very important, because without consistency, we're not going to get anywhere with this. And the consistency with also having that vision of yourself, you're going to be a lot more grateful in yourself, and you're going to be a lot more happier in yourself. And it's easier said than done, don't get me wrong. It is a lot more easier said than done. But if you really want to break out this image of yourself where you don't feel good enough, you're going to have to be consistent. You're literally going to have to be consistent, because otherwise you're not going to break out of that. You're not going to break out of that image. You literally have this vision of yourself where you in shape, you doing this thing, you doing this, and you didn't break out of that because you're not consistent. You need that consistency in order to work. You need a consistency that can reach that goal over a period of time that you want to achieve. You need that in order to get there. That's literally everything when it comes to this. The consistent act of you doing it is very important, and it starts from that belief as well. But you need that consistency in order for you to break out that image you're not feeling good enough, because it's very rare now where I don't feel good enough. It is very rare where I don't feel like I'm good enough in certain things. It really is. And it all comes from me consistently building myself up, me believing in myself and that vision, and kind of achieving it in certain ways already that I want it to be. And this is not to brag, but this is how it comes about. I've literally envisioned myself in certain things, and it's come to light because of my consistency and because of me truly bettering me. And that's very important. That is very important. And that's what we need overall. And the third tip I'm going to give you that I feel like will help, and I feel like has played a part in my life, is setting goals for yourself. Setting goals for yourself so you know what you want to achieve. You know specifically what you want to achieve. What will essentially make you feel a bit better? What will make you feel like you're good enough? Would it be hitting this goal, hitting this thing? And as much as it is kind of external in a way, you're going to feel a lot more worth in yourself when you hit them goals, you know? You're going to feel a lot more worth when you hit them goals. Even though it could be external, it could be an external thing of you achieving. It could be a financial thing. It could be a body that you wanted to achieve. You're getting closer to that, you achieving that. It could be external, but it has a true positive effect on you when you have that goal as well. When you have that goal of what you want to achieve, and it keeps you driving towards that. Keeps you driving. Oh, you're getting a bit more closer to that goal. Oh, that feels amazing. Oh, I'm halfway there. Oh, I'm nearly there. I'm 3/4 of the way there. You start truly feeling that confidence in yourself, and that's where it comes from. And that's overall the message in this video. These are 3 things that I would say will help you get out of that image of you not feeling good enough, get you out of that vision of you not feeling good enough. These 3 things that I've used personally, and this is the 3 biggest things I could possibly say overall for you to get out of that vision of you not feeling good enough. Belief is the biggest thing for you to start. Belief in anything. Optimism. Belief is the biggest thing for you to start. Consistency is what makes you grow. Consistency is what allows it to grow, allows that plant to grow, allows that seed to turn into a plant, allows that brick to turn into a house. Consistency is a great thing, and that's what we need as well. Even when you don't feel like it, you need that consistency that you can keep up with. And the goals. What do you literally want to achieve? What goals do you want to achieve? And when you got them 3 things, belief, and then you start being consistent, and you got goals that you clearly want to hit as well, you can use that all to drive yourself into someone who you want to be. And over time, over a period of time, you start seeing yourself, and you start seeing things come to light in your life that are positive and that are amazing, that will grow in your confidence and that make you feel sensational in yourself, leading to you to being more positive, and you actually feeling good enough to an extent, and starting to have confidence in yourself to do things you never wanted to do things you never thought you could do. That's where it comes from, and that's overall the message in this video. I hope you lot got a lot of value in this video. Like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for all love recently. It means the world. Thank you.